ladies and gentlemen, good morning. I just want to say a few things and say about more in Somali Festival before I answer your question. Is me as a Minister of Environment and Climate Change, and at the same time that I am MB that representing and hearing more of people that are represented in the capital. Of course, that you could imagine that how many people could say the mothers talk about their children and how they suffer. You cannot imagine how they're suffering their children. And at the same time that I am a mother with the 5 children. And that everyone sitting here, most of you guys, parents that feels their children, that everyone wants for the children for the best. I just want to, I just want to give you feedback about in Somalia, our nation is struggling with the harsh and climate effects, places children and the youth and the center of our climate strategic. Somalia is the rank 4th on the Children Climate Risk Index, highlighting the risk our young ones face from droughts, floods, and disaster outbreaks, all of which threaten their health, education, and future opportunities. Given severe limitation in water, healthcare, and education access, Somali children remain extremely vulnerable. Shockingly, only 2.4% global climate finance targeting action focusing on children, a figure far too low to safeguard our future generation. Immediate implementations in health, nutrition and water, sanitation and hygiene infrastructure are vital to promote resilience among our children. In collaboration with the UNICEF and other global partners, Somalia is actively implementing child-centered initiatives such as the Joint Resilience Program, which delivered essential healthcare, nutrition, and education service. By promoting community-led solutions, we are encouraging a group of young climate advocates. Our National Adaptation Plan highlights the resilience of Somalia youth against the climate challenges through the key sector, such as education, health, and infrastructure. By improving knowledge, healthcare, and securing safe space, Somalia is committed to ensuring a promoting future for its youth. These efforts demonstrated our dedication and prioritization child-focusing climate adaptation within our national climate response strategic. So, as we say that GCF here today and the World Bank and everyone is here and UNICEF, we really need come up with the conclusion about our children. How can we save our children and to protect our children about the climate change? We need one umbrella to could able to have something together. And we're really looking forward UNICEF could able to implement something able. I know UNICEF is doing with the education, but we need more about the climate change and how can we protect our children. Our NDC, we're supposed to have submitted our NDC2 this year, but in Bonn we just came up and say we need to have the NDC3. NDC3 to able to, we're working on it, you have to submit it on the NDC3 by February. We were just asking ourselves how, because Somalia, we don't have gas emission system that is still. And are we going to submit without gas emission that we don't have our system on there? And how can we make it by February? And if we don't do it by February, what will happen? Especially country in Africa, Somalia, going through vulnerable country. And because end of the day that if we don't have the right data, we think like it's not the right thing that we need to implement those documents. So this is what UNFCCC that we have been discussing about that. and how can we able to move? Can we extend? Because when you're talking about that, we are on November, December holiday until January, February, Unity Summit. So it's impossible for us in Somalia to be able just complete any document. We want the right document to implement and to do it when we have our data right way. So I think we will able to prepare ourselves by extending that one up to the June. This is how we are preparing at the moment, and this is what we're working on it to have the right data. And I just, if you don't mind, allow me what our colleagues that were just talking about now about the finance. This is my first time discussing. This is my third time in COP, and this is my first time in panel discussion about children. Our children and discussion about the children is very important. And our colleagues now in panel says that there is a fund. And there is a fund, truly. And the young lady already said there's fun. So when she's a young and she's not politic and she's not in that position, she knows already. And I believe everyone knows that there is a fund up there, but there is not the right partners that discuss about our children. The children is very important. We need to focus. And the COP29, we need to have a right decision about our children. We don't want to come back COP 2030 and discuss about the same thing. We need World Bank, GCF, they have funds, but they need to have the right partners. And especially when I come to my country, I don't see, I'm the focal point of the NDA, and GCF, Jeff, I don't see anyone talking about children proposal. And this is what we need, saying we need the right partner and come out and say, because I know GCF, if we have the proposal talking about the children, Mafalda, she will never hesitate. So I think the World Bank, same thing, any our fund, but we need the right document, we need the right partner to come up and put it on the table and discuss it. And I believe in COP29 we need to have decision, and this is the reason we're here today and discussion, and we need to follow and fight back regarding about the children. And this is the most important thing for our life, our children. Thank you.